Yesterday was the first time she said people wanted love. I do. And then, like I said, always as many intact livers as possible. People just want
livers.
Some people want lower extremities too, which that's simple. I mean, that's easy. I don't know what they're doing with it. I guess they want muscle. But.
Yeah, a dime a dozen.
The eating and the wine drinking is just disturbing, and that is part of the video we have been discussing with that Planned Parenthood doctor. No sooner had it been released than many in the media rushed to defend the abortion provider, arguing the harvesting of fetal organs is all for a good cause. Here's one example.
There's first the just sort of, I think, shock that people feel when they hear that fetal organs are being extracted and used for research, right? As you learn more about the importance of fetal tissue in medical research, this undercover, whatever it is, seems in some ways less incendiary.
Does it? Dr. Ben Carson is a Republican presidential candidate and professor emeritus of neurosurgery at Johns Hopkins Medical School. Dr. Carson was the director of pediatric neurosurgery at Hopkins for 29 years. Doctor, thank you for being here with us. And so it's all for a good cause because those fetal organs are going for a good use. Your take on that?
Well, you know, it's been overpromised what the benefits of fetal research would be, and very much underdelivered. And if you go back over the years and look at the research that has been done and all the things that it was supposed to deliver, very little of that has been done. And there's nothing that can't be done without fetal tissue. So it's a spurious argument. But, you know, what's really disturbing is the fact that we have become so callous that a lot of people don't even realize that this is shocking. To see the callousness which we are treating human life. It's interesting that there's so many people who are concerned about snail darters and little spiders and things, and yet the human being inside of that mother's womb, just beyond 10 weeks, is much more sophisticated than many of these creatures that they're trying to preserve, and we've created a dichotomy and what should be a almost sacred relationship between a mother and that baby. The mother is a protector of that baby, and we've distorted things to the point where people believe that if the mother can't kill the baby, then anybody who's advocating that is an enemy of women. How can we be so foolish as to believe such a thing?
And yet the argument on the other side is she's aborting fetuses, okay? To use the least controversial term, she's aborting fetuses. What is worse? Like, is it worse that she's taking their organs and trying to do medical research? You know what I mean? Like, is the why? What is it that's so controversial about this tape? We knew that she was aborting fetuses.
Well, I think the thing that's really controversial about it is that it's sort of like taking a cold fish and slapping you in the face when you're falling asleep. And you begin to recognize how far we have drifted in terms of our humanity. And, you know, a little developing baby is just an incredible sight to behold. You know, now that we have very good ultrasound techniques, even have the ability to endoscopically look at these little human beings.
This is a 17-weeker.
As they're developing. At 17 weeks, you know, you've got a nice little nose and little fingers and hands and the heart's beating, and it can respond to environmental stimulus. I mean, how can you believe that that's just an irrelevant mass of cells? And that's what they want you to believe, when in fact it is a human being.
Dr. Carson, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it tonight.